Hey guys, it's MIT SiCherry. Okay, for today's video. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay. For today's video, we're just gonna chat because I didn't do anything. I didn't prepare anything. Still trying to figure out what to do. So today we're just gonna chat. So let me put this camera down. I want my phone down so that we can talk. Okay, so I don't know why I do that with my hands. But yeah, um, I've been busy. I've been doing a lot. Math is stressing me out. Um, it's so difficult, and what he's expecting us to do is, oh my gosh, and it's so, oh my gosh. But anyhow, it's okay. I can do this. I can do this. But anyhow, over the course of this week, I have learned several different things. Specifically yesterday. Yesterday was just, oh my gosh. And by the way, today is January the 10th. Friday. I get out early, usually on Fridays. Today specifically, or in particular. I gave about yesterday. I was just not 100% yesterday. When I was waking up and just going back to sleep, I even went to sleep late. Usually, okay, so I'm trying to get into a schedule of like doing like a certain period of time I'm doing work, and then a certain period of time I'm praying. I like to pray at like 9:30, and then I go to bed when I finish around like 9:30ish. If I do pray that long, up until 10, that's like the latest I'll go. But usually I want to be around bed around like 9, maybe even earlier than that, 8:30, because I get in the shower around 7 and I prepare for prayer. So that's just me like being off my electronic devices and just preparing to pray, reading scriptures, and well, right now I'm really trying to study Proverbs. It's actually quite interesting. It's very interesting. And in Proverbs, it talks about um, basically good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad, well, not necessarily bad people, but consequences happen if you have make bad choices, poor choices, and then good, you receive rewards and good, good, good rewards if you're good, which isn't always the case, but that's what Proverbs is about. And the reason why I'm reading Proverbs, I know I just went on a tangent, but the reason why I'm reading Proverbs is because I watched this like 3-part series where it was talking about Proverbs, Ezekiel, and Job. And it was talking about like how Proverbs is like a teacher, and a female teacher, and she's trying to teach her children that if you do good, you will receive a reward, and if you make poor choices, then you have consequences. You have consequences. And then it was talking about how in Ezekiel it talks about like, okay, that may be the case, but sometimes not all good things happen to good people. And he was talking about wisdom in specifically talking about a wise person may not feel and feel that they, I guess you can say they don't feel that um, they are being heard because they have words of wisdom. Some people don't take a wisdom. They don't want to hear and be told anything, really. And there are some who take words of wisdom, even though they may not like it. But there are certain people that just don't want to hear that, just to hear that they're wrong. And he's talking about like how wiser people may, or like the wise, they words, but the wise, they may feel sad and sorrowful because of a generation who doesn't understand. And then in Job, it was talking about like the man Job and how he went through his life and how God allowed Satan to take everything he owned, even take his children, and have his wife turned against him, and having skin conditions, boils. And at one point, Job was really upset. Well, he got upset. And God like showed him that, or not necessarily showed him everything, but showed him like a glimpse of what this universe like is. Our universe is so much bigger than we know, and God ordered everything. He controls and orders everything. He lives outside of time and he controls it. And it was just like so mind-blowing to me. I was like, I have to read Proverbs. I have to go in this order. But anyhow, that's what happened. Sorry, my phone slipped. But anyhow, that's why I wanted to go into that order. I think it's like a really, I don't know, words of wisdom. I'm learning things every day, especially yesterday. Like I was saying, I learned some things yesterday, and it was a test yesterday. It was genuinely a test. But anyhow, my schedule. Okay, so what I do after I get home from school, I get a snack. Not all the time, but usually I get a snack. And after that, I want to work for a certain period of time. And when I'm working, I'm doing my homework. I am studying for driver's license thing. I'm also thinking about my PBL, which is a project-based learning. And what that is, well, what it is this year is we have to go into our community and find I guess you can call it a real world problem. And what my group is doing is we want to feed the homeless and, let people know that this is not just a seasonal type thing. This is every day. This is every season, each year, every day. And so I'm thinking about my PBL and even my church life, my ministry, just being right in general, like just going through my day. And that's what happens when I pray. But anyhow, I'm working, doing all this different stuff, and after I am done kind of going through things, I kind of stop and I'm like, okay, this is it for today. I am done. My brain is overloaded. So I get in the shower, 30 minutes or so, and get out. Then I prepare for prayer. So I start reading Proverbs. I've been reading the same chapter for over a month. I've been reading it actually 2 weeks. This is when I've started to really start reading it. And I've read the same chapter over and over again. I read it, I listen to it, I read it and listen to it all the time. And Proverbs 1, chapter 1. And I've been starting to read and listen to Proverbs chapter 2. But I'm really just wanting to like ingrain that chapter into my head. so that I know, I understand, and, take time to do that, to understand what is in that chapter. But yeah, that's what I'm doing for that. And then after that, after I read it, I pray. And I pray, ask God to protect us while we sleep, to wake us up at the appointed time, if that be His will, and just thank Him for everything that He does, because He continues to keep me, He leads me, He guides me, He continues to provide wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, in school, in life, in my spiritual walk with Him. And it's, man, without God, I would be insane. I would literally be insane. But yeah, yes, I thank Him, and I ask for forgiveness for anything said, done, or thought that was not pleasing in His sight, anything that I did or didn't know that I did, and for forgiveness, and yeah, just for forgiveness. My watch thought I was doing exercise because of all the movement. But anyhow, what was I doing? What was I talking about? Dang, what was I talking about? Oh, for forgiveness. Yeah. But I asked for forgiveness. And then after it just everywhere. It's everywhere. I either talk about my day, I either pray for the church, I pray for prayer requests and spoken and unspoken. If you don't know what that is, prayer requests are, well, in the churches that I know of, and have been to, what we do is prayer requests, and it's when a saint or person wants to ask for prayer for something in particular, whether it be in school, in work, for someone specific, for cancers, people with cancers and different sicknesses, for different injuries, even for ourselves to have strength and patience and long suffering and unconditional love for all people, and just making those prayer requests known. Or you can have a heart and a mind and truly believe what you're asking, and yes, make them known, or you can keep them unspoken and just tell your pastor, or tell them to God. And yes, that's prayer requests. But I pray for prayer requests, spoken and unspoken. I pray for me, my attitude, that I am genuine for Him, and that I continue to have strength and unconditional love for people, to be a light and an inspiration, a godly light to people who may not even see me ever again, or the people that I see in my each and everyday life, my friends, teachers, family, unsaved family, and even saved family, because we all need help. So just trying to be a good example to young and old. So yeah, that I may also be used as a vessel, for His glory, and also all the MIT juniors. I personally am an MIT junior, and we have to hold up a standard. We are okay. It's, I don't even know if I want to explain it. Okay, but what an MIT is a person in training to be a minister. And for those who don't know what a minister, or what the difference is between a pastor and a minister, there is a difference. Pastors run the church. They are over the church. They are leading and guiding the people. And then ministers, they're the ones that are helping out the pastor when he needs a break, maybe, or he's out of town. There is at our church, we have a head minister who is in charge. And if he's not there, somebody else under him is in charge, and they're also minister. So pastor is over the whole church. He is ordering the church, with God leading him, and the ministers, they help and assist the pastor and minister also to the people. They're not over the congregation. However, the pastor may have a certain saint come and meet or go and meet with a minister, but they don't have control over the congregation, if that makes sense. They are there to teach and to preach, and they also have other ministries that they have. And so that's what a minister is. And then the MITs are in training to assist the pastor. And then the juniors, we're the MITs but juniors. So yeah, praying for the MIT juniors and our strength, that we may convey the information correctly and as God would have us to. Yeah, that's my day. But yeah, I don't even know how I got onto that, but yeah, it's just a rant video, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, yesterday was a test for real. Yeah, I needed a break yesterday. Oh man, math is, oh my gosh, it's geez Louise. I don't even know what I'm going to do in this math class. I don't know what I'm going to do in this math class. Oh my gosh. But anyhow, I am going to stop because I have done 16 minutes ranting at you guys. And I'm just going to throw a little something, maybe a few scriptures, and to encourage you guys. And yeah, still haven't forgot my outro. I'm gonna have to watch one of my videos. I will get to that. I will get to my outro. But yeah, but yeah, just I'm going to give you some encouraging scriptures, encouraging words as well. So yeah, let's cue the montage.
We hide pain in the weirdest places, broken souls with smiling faces, fighting for surrender, for now and the after, yeah. Just look around and you see that people are scared to say how they really feel.